Jaye. On this channel, my intention is to share my stories and some tips about how I navigate living an intentional and meaningful life. Today, this video is going to be about anxiety, especially anxiety as it pertains to big transitions or decision making. So if this seems like something you're interested in, please keep on watching. Alright, so you're still here. Great. Awesome. I'm going to start off by just introducing you to my experience with anxiety. So for me, I have experienced anxiety for pretty much my entire life. When I was a kid, I didn't really have the language to explain it, talk about it, or identify it. So when I went to college and had access to therapy, everything kind of changed, and I began to acquire tools to help me manage all of it. So right now, I am in Costa Rica. I'm actually on my way back to the United States to visit family and collect my dog. So the reason for this video is mostly just because I'm experiencing a lot of anxiety around moving to Costa Rica and around just choosing this for me. It seems so wild and crazy and out there. Yeah, so I thought it might be a relatable topic. I know there's a lot of different transitions in life, whether it's moving, getting a job, going to school, becoming a new parent, anything, right? And I wanted to share what I do to keep my mind in the right place so that I can function properly and make good choices. All right, humans. So my first tip to managing anxiety during really stressful situations is to feel your feelings. Yeah, seems simple enough, right? But for me, speaking from my experience, I struggle with letting myself feel negative emotions because I think that's bad, right? It's bad to feel angry, it's bad to feel anxious, it's bad to feel sad, but it's actually part of just being human. So by denying myself the access to those emotions, I can't fully feel and move through things in a healthy way. So for me, feeling my feelings looks like not distracting myself, letting it in. Maybe I'll listen to some music that represents how I feel, or maybe I will call a friend and just say, hey, I just need to vent, and are you available to listen? Yeah, so I think that when I'm really stressed out is when I try to control as much as possible, and sometimes you just gotta let your feelings in, whether that is fear, sadness, whatever it is, because by holding it in, it just collects and accumulates, or by just rejecting it, you're not allowing yourself to feel a full human experience. My second tip for managing anxiety during stressful transitions is to be still and know, right? So a lot of time, what I like to do when I'm anxious, I like to do things, right? I like to see my progress. I like to see how things are developing, check things off the list, and keep myself busy, right? For me, that is a method of distraction, which is okay, but most of the time, you can't do that forever. So be still and know. Whatever decision you are trying to make right now, chances are you've thought about it a lot, and you have an answer, or you have something that feels better than the other. And typically by stopping what you're doing and just breathing and being in the moment and like tuning into your body, you can actually know for sure what it is that you want and which direction you want to go. And sometimes that might be scary. The right thing to do that your body tells you to do is not always an easy thing, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't pursue that. And I think that in stillness, we can come back to ourselves. So for me, I like to meditate. If you like to meditate, do that. If you like to pray, do that. If you want to go somewhere quiet, like the beach or by the mountains, choose that. And there's an airplane. another tip for managing anxiety during stressful transitions and decision making is to trust yourself. This is the hardest one for me because I think that in my life I have slowly abandoned myself and I've lost trust with myself, right? So you think about a relationship with another person and they might do something, say something that suggests to you, like, okay, I can trust this person. I can ask them to dog sit and it'll be okay. Or I can, call them when I'm feeling really down and I know that they will listen without judgment. And I think that our relationship with ourselves is just the same. It needs that type of nurturing and it needs that type of validation. So I think that one thing that I do a lot when I'm stressed out, when I'm in transition, when I'm making the decisions, is I doubt myself. I say, oh my God, who do you think you are? What do you think you're doing? What are you doing, right? So I've had to condition myself to stop and say, hey, I've already done so many hard things in my life. I've already overcome all of these things. And every time I was able to look at the situation, make a decision, and either learn from it, grow from it, or just move forward. Like nothing has completely stopped everything, right? I haven't done anything wild. So I just kind of remind myself, like reassure myself, hey, you're capable. Hey, you can do hard things. Hey, you've already accomplished so much. And that helps me reestablish a good connection with my inner self and my inner knowing. And that trust makes me feel more confident in my ability to make decisions and helps ease my anxiety. All right, y'all. So my tips for today when it comes to anxiety and transitions or big decisions is to, 1, feel your feelings, 2, be still and know, and 3, trust yourself without question. So please take this with you into the future, and I'll see you soon.